employers who knowingly hire illegal aliens. The Fairness Act, in short, means that illegal immigration is no longer just a federal issue. The states Indiana can and should provide some enforcement, again, because here in Indiana we put Hoosier citizens above illegal aliens. This law is deliberately targeted at bad actors, bad employers, not responsible businesses. It is not an operation designed to catch businesses that made innocent mistakes. Mistakes happen. We're all human. And as long as we try, and I'll be the judge of that, to comply with the law and make sure we're hiring Indiana workers and not illegal aliens, I'm not worried about you. Hiring illegal labor has been illegal at the federal level for 30 years. Most Indiana businesses are already doing the right thing, and I want to thank each one of them for that. The Indiana Attorney General's office has not historically been, quite honestly, a primary worksite enforcement agency. That's for Indiana OSHA, that's for the Department of Labor, that's for other folks traditionally. We have handled wage and hour and safety cases, but this is a new and important responsibility entrusted to us by the General Assembly, and as you can tell, I'm not taking it lightly. So that's why we're visiting sites like today, to learn what industry standard best practices look like, to understand how responsible employers screen workers and maintain a legal workforce, and to ensure our enforcement is smart, effective, and fair from day one. So we will enforce the law aggressively, but fairly, using multiple sources of information. Number one, we're going to act on tips and complaints from Hoosiers and workers. We're going to quickly discern if you're just a competitor trying to gain a competitive advantage by tattling on your competition when no reason to report anything exists. And we're going to focus on the honest complaints. Secondly, media reports and public information. And this is where you all can really be helpful if you also agree that Hoosier jobs belong to Hoosier workers. And then strong partnerships with federal and state agencies like ICE, yes, ICE, like the Department of Labor at the federal level, like OSHA at the federal level, and our local law enforcement partners like city police and county sheriffs. We can and will initiate action based on credible public information, and we've already received a lot of data from ICE alone. Plus, there's a lot of other resources. Now, that doesn't mean that starting July 1st, we're going to start filing lawsuits. It's important to note that the law that Jake and people like Joanna King, like Dorio, others put in doesn't take effect till July 1st. So that means anything that happened in the past, any tip we get about anything that happened before July 1st doesn't matter. This law goes into effect July 1st. These new standards go into effect July 1st. And so everything will become, any kind of enforcement action will come because of facts we find that have occurred on July 1st or forward. There's built-in safeguards for businesses. I know there's some businesses that are worried just about what the unknown is. Well, we built this law so that there's safety, there's safe harbor. First of all, there's a knowingly and intentional standard. You have to knowingly and intend to hire an illegal alien for you to be in my crosshairs. Liability only implies if the employer knowingly hired an illegal alien. Accidental or inadvertent actions do not trigger penalties. There's a safe harbor provision, all otherwise, full protection for using E-Verify. So you use E-Verify and you can prove that you use E-Verify, the state of Indiana can't touch you. Notice and cure opportunity. So even if you did violate the law, first-time offenders receive a notice and a reasonable time to fix the issue. I'll determine what's reasonable. You can cure the violation and avoid penalties, sort of like a get-out-of-jail-free card. This only applies to a first offense. There's a penalty structure with a probation option. Primary penalty is temporary license revocation. Courts may instead, they have the option of a probationary status in lieu of the penalty. So like I said, looking ahead, enforcement guidance will be given by well, I didn't say this yet. We're going to put out some guidance. It's going to come in the month of July. So employers can rely on that as well. The guidance will be distributed through trade associations like ABC, like the unions, and made publicly available on my website, while supporting the vast majority of Hoosier businesses and workers that want to do things